Wowee, I am quite impressed with what in the world is going on here. Make sure you guys smash the ever crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So we're going to start off over here with the Speedroid Domino Butterfly. And I got clapped for it. I'm impressed by what this community has managed to do with what little burst of support Speedroid got out here, because suddenly Domino Butterfly has blown up through the roof to being like a $5 card here. I mean, this thing can't pendulum summon it, or you can't pendulum summon except or wind monsters. This can't be negating. Discard a wind monster, target one of your banished wind monsters and add it to your hand. Can't be used as synchro material except for the synchro summon of a wind monster or a machine type synchro monster. And if this card is special summoned from the Ixtric, is used as material, banish it. It's another high scale. I think that's the reason why people are going to this card right now and going, this is it. This is everything. And, I'm a little bit impressed by that, actually. And then, of course, Cork Shooter has become a $25 card overnight. Like, oh man, Cork Shooter was the level 3 synchro. On synchro summon, you can apply the effect of add a Speedroid spell trap card from your deck to your hand, or if all of the materials for the synchro summon of this card were Speedroid monsters are in the graveyard, you could return them back to the field, which is fine. And then of course you can't use anything but wind monsters effects for the rest of this turn. Well, I can't activate them, but hello? I ain't spending $25 for a Cork Shooter. Like, that, in my personal opinion, is just not worth it. But, the community is so hyped up. Sometimes you really underestimate how crazy this player base is for support for an older deck, and I did not think Speedroids would be that thing. Now, Terror Top Ultimate Rares. This is actually kind of interesting to see, because these have not actually moved at like any real pace, which is actually a good thing. Terror Top Ultimate Rares, every time support gets announced, typically shoots up in some stupid fashion. We watch these cards go up even higher, and then people are just really upset that, these cards have gone up in this crazy manner. Well, not this time. Since we do know that there is a QCR Terror Top coming out, thanks for putting this in the tins. It actually saved a lot of people a lot of time and a lot of money out here from having to spend all of these resources to try to pick this stuff up. And honestly, I think that's a good thing. I think that Konami thought ahead out here and actually planned things out. I gotta clap for it. It's actually a good thing. So if you have Ultimate Rare Terror Tops, I mean, they're still gonna be worth something for sure. And then the Clear Wing Synchro Dragon Ghost Rare. I don't know why people are freaking out about this card suddenly going up in price a little bit. Evidently, I think mod plays were like $20+ as of filming this today. And I'm not too impressed with that itself, but considering the fact that the new support makes you use the old Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, you can't use Clear Fast or any of that. It has to be dedicated to the Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. So I think that that's not a terrible consideration point out here. You may as well have the one nice looking card so you can kind of mess around with it and see, like, this is really cool. Like, I can at least have my cool synchro. Stepping stones look cool and so forth. Yeah, these Speedroid buyouts. I'm impressed, Market. I really am. New format things. So, Yubel Snake Eyes out here. Do I need to rush out and get these things? You know what your meta is going to be for the next 2 to 3 months. You do know that Snake Eyes is still going to be here. You still know Yubel is going to be here. And you still know Tenpai is going to be here. You do know that next level of power creep isn't coming until December. Though, with the Mulch Armies hitting the secondary market here in the course of the game, I absolutely ensure you that there is going to be some craziness to come with this. Personally, there are a lot of moving pieces right now in the market. I would actually say, it's quite refreshing to see that the game is a lot cheaper than it actually was up until this point. Take a step back here and be like, well, Yu-Gi-Oh's dog shit right now. Like, I hate this game. Okay, sure. Okay. But if you objectively take a step back and you look at, like, the prices here and everything, SPs are coming down because of the 10s. You have all of the other craziness that's kind of been spinning around out here with everything. I'm not too surprised to see, the meta prices coming down. Yu-Gi-Oh! Being affordable is good, all right? The format, I've heard there's so many good stories right now. Like, I've been seeing Sprite kicking butt out here at a quick rate. Like, these rogue decks we're actually kind of in a golden era right now. Yubel, Snake Eyes, Tenpai, these decks are still here. And, in this limbo month format, sure, things are going to get a lot more interesting. But if your lower tier deck can compete against these and you can actually have a successful story, that's a good thing. All right. So I wanted to plug this into this segment because I think it's important to hear that. Archlord Kristya. So I think I am up to 7 Sprite decks that have been popping up recently, all from different people that have been looking at Archlord Kristya as a side deck card, and they've been playing it. And the same thing I've been hearing over and over again is people are not expecting Kristya right now. You're able to, obviously deploy this thing, have your opponent stare at it and go, why is there a Kristya on the field? Like, what in the world has forced this looming floodgate to suddenly appear out here? And why is Sprite actually having access to it? Well, Sprite's it's actually kind of interesting because, like, you've had Jinzo in the past show up as a tech choice. Spell Canceller was showing up, and Kristya. I kind of feel like those are like the 3 big boogeymen that show up out here at random times in the meta to kind of assist things. And, so much like the Vanity's Fiends as well, and Archlord Kristya are all in that same category. Monsters that deny special summons. It's a 2000 attack point monster, which is insane. And when you're able to get this thing on the field, typically the game goes in your favor. There's not really much of a way to kind of detour or deal with this right now. I think that's pretty much a good thing. It's kind of nice to see that, times have kind of changed out here with this. But okay, we'll wait and see out here what more is to come. But honestly, kind of looking at everything right now for Kristya's little descent onto madness, I'm quite impressed. I genuinely am with this. This card has been I'm just happy to see Kristya seeing play as a tech choice. I love the card. It's one of the coolest things I have actually seen in a while, but okay. And then we got to talk about this Traptrix Rafflesia buyout with the / hat format madness that's kind of been following itself around out here for a little bit. Hat format, we talked a lot about it in these videos, that there have been so many things happening. Breakthrough Skill, the Traptrix, the hat cards, artifact stuff. All of these hat cards have just blown up through the roof out here in terms of all of this stupid, crazy value. Like, it's actually kind of insane to see. And the player base is just eating this up right now. They have been... I'm actually impressed with the amount of love that hat format is actually getting right now in terms of all of this madness, and to see these prices continue to rise as crazy as they actually are. Like, it's kind of nuts to see. So if you've been kind of wondering, why in the world is this getting bought? Why is this going on? It might be a hat card. All right. Like, it has been crazy to see. And I am kind of curious here what the long term for this is, because I haven't seen anything explode this fast in a while, and that the fact that cards are going up at the rate that they're going up right now, I think that that's actually kind of crazy to actually see. So a lot of interesting things happening on today's market. I gotta say, it's a wild time. So leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys.
Patrons!
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.